Good evening, everybody. We are here at By-Hay Arena on the campus of Northside High School. I'm Thad Goff calling your play-by-play. Cole Whelan is running camera today. And we do have Garrett versus Northside. Varsity game is coming up. The JV game, as you can see there on your screen, is in progress. We've got about 1 minute and 53 seconds left in the JV game. I can tell you that Northside's JV team is leading Garrett by a score of 70-50. Railroaders were just at the free throw line. 70-50 is the current score right now in the JV game. JV game has about 1 minute and 50 seconds left in it. And I will be back after this next break. You're watching high school boys basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for. The intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our portrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Back here at By-Hay Arena, still awaiting the start of the varsity game. The JV game has about 1 minute and 33 seconds left in it, so that's what's left in the JV game. Northside does lead at 71-50 here in this JV game. And again, the varsity game is coming up about 20 minutes after this JV game gets done. So we're probably looking, I would guess, about a 7:50 start for the varsity game. I can tell you that Garrett comes into this game at 5-16 overall under second-year head coach Logan Traylor. Northside is under new leadership, new old leadership, if you will. Shabazz Khalik, the former Northside head coach, is back and serving as the head coach for the Legends once again. His Legends are 12-10. It was a slow start to the season. The Legends lost 6 of their first 7, but then they went on to win 11 of their last 14 games, I believe. Make that 15 games, I beg your pardon. 11 of their last 15. However, Northside is on a bit of a losing streak, losing here on this floor to Bishop Luers and also losing on the road to Kokomo just this past Saturday. Kokomo's a real tough team, one of the better teams in the area, 16-6. And actually, Kokomo's not really in this area. It's about an hour and a half away from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Well, we've got about 1 minute and 4 seconds left to go until we get the varsity game started. Well, actually, they'll have the 20-minute warm-up period before the varsity game gets started, and then they'll get the varsity game started. Right now, the clock has under 1 minute left to go. And the Legends did just score there. Try to get a look at the number of who got that basket. They said Carlisle. I thought it was Isaiah Resendez. Carlisle would be Dominic Carlisle, number 15. Well, either way, we've got about half a minute left to go in this JV game. JV game still has 35 minutes left in it, and we will be back after this break. You're watching high school boys basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for. The intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our portrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
We are back here at By-Hay Arena on the campus of Northside High School. It's the homestanding Legends out of the SAC taking on the visiting Garrett Railroaders out of the Northeast 8 Conference. about a half an hour bus ride, give or take, from Garrett, Indiana to come here to Fort Wayne and take on the Northside Legends. Garrett had a really good season last year under then first-year head coach Logan Traylor. Unfortunately, they've dropped off this year. They went 19-7 last year, but the Railroaders now 5-16. And again, Northside brings back Shabazz Khalik after Gary Andrews made the move to Huntington North to coach the girls team over there. So Shabazz Khalik is back, and it was a slow start to the season for the Legends, but they got things together and went on to win 11 of their last 15, and they're 12-10 overall. Of course, Shabazz Khalik in his overall career is a record of 157 to 160 at Northside, that is. His overall record in 17 years is 261 to 140. So that's the record that Shabazz Khalik brings in to Northside, having been here already, of course, and having also coached at various other locations such as Elmhurst, Richmond, and Mooresville. That included a 17-8 campaign at Mooresville and a regional title at Elmhurst all the way back in 2010. Well, the Railroaders are out on the court. The Northside Legends look like they're about to take the court. Athletic Director Andrew Klein has made his way over to the locker room, and there are the Legends. So they're going to take the court for the pregame warm-up. They got 20 minutes on the clock. We'll take our extended break and come back in about 6 minutes. You're watching high school boys basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a hold of everything and I come from study. And now the whole world gon' know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come from study. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street light.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome back. And I have to correct my scoreboard. The JV game is no longer in progress. The varsity game is in its pregame warm-ups. We are about 13 minutes and change away from the start of this varsity game between the Garrett Railroaders and the Northside Legends. And again, the Northside Legends come in at 12-10 overall. Garrett comes in at 5-16. I'm Thad Goff calling your play-by-play. Cole Wheeland is running camera today. Now for Garrett, they do have plenty of talent on the roster. They got some guys who can score the basketball. Their leading scorer is Carter Kaufman. And you might recognize that last name. Carter Kaufman is the brother of Emma Kaufman, who's one of the top scorers on the Garrett girls basketball team. Carter is a junior, and as I recall, Emma is a sophomore, and Carter is averaging 14.4 points per game. Their second leading scorer is another junior, Aiden O'Neill, averaging 11 points per game. And Isaiah King, at 6'6", is the third leading scorer, averaging 10.7 points per game. And also look out for Aiden Reed, another junior, averaging 5.1 points per game. So by and large, it is a junior-led team that the Garrett Railroaders have as far as scoring is concerned. Of course, the Northside Legends have their leading scorer in Sebastian Moore. He's averaging 16.6 points per game. Sebastian Moore, a transfer from Snyder High School, and doing very well here at Northside. He's been doing very well here at Northside these last couple of seasons. And we've seen some improvement from Max Goheen. He's averaging 11 points per game. Max is not in the starting lineup today. We may see him come off the bench. Now, the reason he's not in the starting lineup is because it is senior night, and I will say that looks like 3 seniors are getting the start tonight for the Northside Legends. Sebastian Moore, Keegan McCord, and Ramon Pearson. Other than that, it's Amarion Waits and Malik Moore as juniors getting the start tonight. Speaking of Amarion Waits, he is the Legends' third leading scorer, averaging 10.6 points per game. And how about Andrew Upton, the junior, averaging 9.6 points per game on the season for the Northside Legends. He has come on strong this season and become one of the top scorers. In fact, you've seen a lot of him in the highlights that we post on SummitCitySports.com. It was a slow start to the season for the Northside Legends, but they've turned things in the right direction lately. After losing 6 of their first 7, the Legends have gone on to win 11 of their next 15 games. However, the most recent games have been losses for Northside, here against Lures this past Friday and on the road against Kokomo back on Saturday. Those are the losses that befell the Northside Legends these last couple of games. Now, Lures may be 2 classes below Northside, but they're a 2A team with a lot of talent, and Kokomo also has a lot of talent, including Corbin Hamill, the New Haven transfer. As I recall, he had a big day against Northside. And Kokomo's 16-6 on the season. So Lures, or rather Northside, has certainly had a tough go of it. Northside, of course, has similar jersey colors to what they have at Bishop Lures, although there's a lot more red than black. Unless it's football season, then they'll break out the black uniforms from time to time on the home field. But red and black are the primary colors here at Northside High School. Of course, the primary colors you'll see on the gym floor tonight are red and white, as we've got about 10.5 minutes left until this game gets started. I'll be back in about 1 minute and 10 seconds. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, back here at By Hay Arena in just a moment, I'll let you know where these teams will be going for their sectional playoffs, and I'll also tell you who they'll be playing. But first, I got to get some words in from our sponsors. It is because of our sponsors that we're able to do all the games that we do here on SummitCitySports.com. That includes the good folks at Big Eyed Fish. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process, from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com for more information. Always 100 presents Academy Drills and Skills going on through May 28th of this year. Camps go on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m., and it's for kids grades pre-K through 12th. You'll get to develop your dribbling, shooting, passing, and defense. For more information, call 260-444-2788 or visit Always 100 Basketball online at www.always100basketball.net. It all takes place at the Parkview Sport One Fieldhouse right here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is on our YouTube channel where you can watch all of our live broadcasts of high school sports that we bring you on SummitCitySports.com. That is in the regular season. If you want to watch our postseason broadcasts, you got to tune in to the IHSAA Champions Network, and you can do that by going online to IHSAATV.com. SummitCitySports.org. Well, sectional basketball starts next week. This is the final week of regular season basketball. Regular season boys basketball, that is, here in the great state of Indiana. Of course, the girls have their state championship this coming Saturday down at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. On the boys' side, they'll be starting sectionals next week. And for Garrett, they will be at the DeKalb sectionals, and they will take on the hosts of that sectional, the DeKalb Barons, the 14-7 DeKalb Barons, I might add. Garrett 5-16 and DeKalb 14-7. March 3rd is when that game takes place. The winner of that game gets the winner of Angola versus Blackhawk Christian, and that should be a fun one. Blackhawk Christian 15-7, Angola 16-5. The rest of that sectional looks like this. On Wednesday, East Noble will take on Dwenger, and Concordia will take on Leo. The winners of those respective games will play each other. And again, that's at DeKalb. That's the DeKalb sectional. Northside is in the Northrop sectional. Now, that's a 4-team sectional, so it doesn't start till Friday, March 6th. You'll have Northside taking on the Northrop Bruins. Northside 12-10, Northrop 6-16 overall. And the other matchup is Snyder versus Carroll. Now, Snyder may have the better record there. However, they had the better record going into sectionals last year, and the Chargers knocked off the Panthers in that ball game, led largely by the big man Paxton Crane. The Panthers almost had no answer for him whatsoever. And Carroll also beat Snyder in the regular season this year, so nothing's ever guaranteed going into sectionals. And Northside, of course, they were coming off back-to-back sectional titles under Gary Andrews. That streak was snapped last year. It was Northrop who knocked off Northside in the sectional semifinal at Carroll High School a year ago. And then Carroll went on to beat Northrop in the championship game. So nothing's ever guaranteed in sectional basketball play. You got to play it out. You got to play your best to get on to regionals. And both these teams are hoping to do that. But before they do, they're hoping to close out the regular season on a high note. This is Northside's final regular season game before sectionals get started. So this is their regular season finale, and it is their senior night as well. Now, Garrett does have one more game after tonight. That's at West Noble this coming Friday. That's a conference matchup, Northeast 8 Corner Conference matchup against the West Noble Chargers. And by the way, you might have heard the announcement, it is senior night here at Northside High School. So the Legends are going to honor their seniors. And I believe they have 4 seniors on the roster that they plan to honor tonight. One is Sebastian Moore, Keegan McCord is another, Ramon Pearson is another, and Michael Stevens is another. Now, Michael Stevens is not starting, so be curious if he might be dealing with some kind of injury or what's going on there, but I think he will be honored when the senior night festivities take place. Back after this here on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Back here at By-Hay Arena on the campus of Northside High School, it is the Northside Legends taking on the Garrett Railroaders. Tip-off scheduled for about 3 minutes from now. At least that's what's on the clock. They will have the senior night festivities as well as the introduction of the starting lineups and likely the national anthem, though they did do the national anthem before the JV game, so we'll see if they do it before the varsity game. Do have a score to check in on. The Carroll Chargers are on the road playing Norwell, and Carroll leads that game 10-7. Chargers, as I see it, do have the ball right now, and they just added their lead. 12-7 is the score over there at the Castle in Ossian, Indiana. And also I'm looking to see if they've gotten started between Belmont and Bishop Dwenger. That's at Bishop Dwenger High School. Looks like they're going to have the senior festivities here shortly. Just announced that they'll have the senior night festivities in just a few short moments. And yeah, it looks like Belmont and Bishop Dwenger have started. And, Belmont leading 9-0 over Bishop Dwenger in that one. So an early start for the Braves. Of course, the Belmont Lady Braves will be in the state championship, but now they're going to have senior night. So we'll keep it right here for you.
Senior Keegan McCord. Keegan is being escorted by Dawn and Steve McCord. He's first team all-conference for boys golf and all-state jazz band. His Northside accolades include scholar athlete and a 3DE ambassador. His post-high school plan is to go to IU Bloomington for music and economics. Give it up one more time for Northside senior Keegan McCord. The next senior we're going to honor is Michael Stevens. Michael is being escorted by Dad, Mike Stevens, and grandparents Tina Causey and Michael Causey. His accolades include he went to semi-state in Texas, and he was a net freshman MVP at Northside High School. His post-high school plan is to go into a trade for CDL or welding. Let's give it up one more time for Northside senior Michael Stevens. The next senior that we're going to honor is Ramon Chicago Pearson. Ramon is being escorted by Mom and brother Antonio, his aunties and friends, and Samara. His accolades include honor roll all 4 years. He's a 3DE ambassador and peacemaker. His post-high school plan is to attend Ball State and get a master's degree in psychology, a CDL license, and a real estate license. A man of many trades, Ramon Chicago Pearson. All right, and the final senior that we're going to honor tonight is Sebastian Moore. Sebastian is being escorted by Dad, Mom, siblings, and family. His accolades include 2022 Varsity Letter Award winner in football, 2022 Freshman MVP Football Award winner, 2022 Varsity Letter Award winner in boys basketball, 21-point performance in his first career varsity basketball game as a freshman, 2023 Varsity Letter Award winner in football, and Varsity Letter Award winner in basketball in 23. In 24, he was the Varsity Award winner in football special teams MVP, and the 2024 Varsity Letter winner in basketball. In 2024, he was #1 in three-point shooter in the conference. 2024 second team all-conference selection boys basketball. 2025 Varsity Letter Award winner football. 2025 IFCA Region 3 All-State football selection. Varsity Letter Award winner in basketball in 25, has maintained a 3.2 GPA overall at high school career, and currently holds offers from Ball State, Eastern Illinois, and UIndy. His post-high school plan is to play football in college. He'll be majoring in business, marketing, with a concentration in real estate sales and development. This Thursday at 3:30, Sebastian will be signing a letter of intent to Ball State. Northside senior Sebastian Moore. All right, if we can get all of our senior families up here around the Moore family, let's get all the families back up here real quick for one group photo.
Congratulations to all the seniors here at Northside High School, and of course thanks to Andrew Klein, who just emceed that little senior night ceremony here at By-Hay Arena, as of course we got the announcement that Sebastian Moore will be signing his letter of intent to go to Ball State.
One final time for Northside senior basketball players.
Again, Sebastian Moore will be signing his letter of intent to go to Ball State to continue his football career. He plays both football and basketball. Obviously, his basketball career is not quite done. He's got tonight's game left. He'll have the sectional game against Northrop coming up next week. That'll be a week from Friday. And he's hoping that that won't be the last game of the season for him, that he can at least get past that game to the sectional championship, which would be the following Saturday. Garrett versus Northside is the matchup here at By-Hay Arena, and still got 3 minutes on the clock as the Senior Day festivities are coming to an end. 3 minutes on the clock left until we start the night. And we will be back after this break. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Back here at By-Hay Arena, there's still 2 minutes and 16 seconds left until we get this varsity game started. The JV game was won by Northside, but again, JV doesn't always carry over into varsity. However, Northside does have the better record coming to this game. They're 12-10 overall. Garrett comes in at 5-16, and that's after having a really good season under Logan Traylor in his first year a year ago. Logan Traylor still the head coach, and the Railroaders now 5-16. Northside has Shabazz Khalik, the former Legends head coach, back after a couple of stops at a couple other schools, including Richmond and Mooresville. And again, it was a slow start to the season for the Legends, but the Legends are now 12-10 after having won 11 of their last 15 games, despite losing 6 of their first 7. So it seems like the Legends have got something going towards the end of the season. They're hoping to keep that momentum going into sectionals. Garrett, on the other hand, they're trying to get a couple of wins going into sectionals. They've got 2 more games, including this one, before sectionals get underway. Garrett plays out of the Northeast Corner Conference. They do take on West Noble for their next game after tonight. That's Friday night. West Noble right now sits at 5-15 and 3-6 in conference play. Garrett has the same conference record, 3-6 in conference play, 5-16 is their overall record. We've got just about a minute left to go until we get this game started. We will be back in 40 seconds here on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, here we're just moments away from the introduction of the starting lineups. I think we're going to have the national anthem as well. I will give you an update. Belmont still leads Dwenger, but it's now a 19-6 lead for the Braves. We're going to turn it over to our PA announcer.
By-Hay Arena, home of the Northside Legends. This evening we present a contest between the Garrett Railroaders and your Northside Legends. As we get the anthem before the first game, we are actually going to do something in honor of senior night, and we will do Just Chief Mac. off Garrett's roster, number 2, Carter Kaufman. Followed by number 13, Gabe Armstrong. Next up, number 30, Jake Gagne. Followed by number 42, Isaiah King. And last for the Railroaders, number 44, Aiden O'Neill. And now for your legends. Leading off this legendary senior roster, number 0, Seb Moore. Followed by number 4, Keegan McCord. Next up, number 5, Malik Moore. Followed by number 12, Chicago Pearson. And last of this legendary crew, number 23, Waits.
There are the starters for this game between the Northside Legends and the Garrett Railroaders here at By-Hay Arena. One more quick word from our sponsors. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the Summit. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Summit Volleyball does some of their training over at Turnstone, which is very close to here at Northside High School. Of course, Turnstone trains largely Paralympic athletes, but they also host various basketball leagues. They've hosted Always 100 basketball as well as Indy Heat Gym Rats basketball as the Legends win the opening tip. And Sebastian Moore, the senior and the Ball State commit, swings it around. So they get the ball to Roman Pearson. McCord on the outside. Railroaders are in a man-to-man defense. Looked like zone at first, but clearly man-to-man as Moore will step back for the three, and it rims out. Aiden O'Neill right there for the board for the Railroaders. So they look for O'Neill on the inside and go outside to Gabe Armstrong. Carter Kaufman puts it on the deck. Pull-up three. King comes up short, and the rebound knocked away, but they're going to get O'Neill for the foul. And already we have the first foul of our game. There's 45 seconds into play as the Legends put it in play. Each team scoreless on their first possession of the game. Here's Roman Pearson. Waits against two defenders. Too strong, but kept alive by Malik Moore. Using that 6'3" frame. Hard to believe he's 6'3". Off balance three, McCord, and this time O'Neill wins the rebound battle. I say it's hard to believe he's 6'3" because it seems like he's got a few extra inches on him. Three ball goes, Aiden O'Neill.
Number 44, O'Neill.
And the Railroaders strike first at By-Hay Arena. Moore trying to go baseline. Zips it outside. Pearson's three doesn't fall. Rebound comes straight to Jake Gagne. King going down the floor. Loose ball. Somehow King stayed in bounds and ripped away. That's Pearson. Can Moore finish? Yes! Sebastian Moore scores in transition for the Legends. Again, he'll be going to Ball State to continue his football career. Had a really great basketball career as well, a career that started at Snyder. Spent the last couple of years here at Northside, and he's played great on the B-ball court. Good drive, Aiden O'Neill for two.
It's 2 points for 44, O'Neill.
Waits will set the screen. And a little miscommunication, the Legends turn it over. .536 left to go in this first quarter. Railroaders, I believe, have scored on their last two possessions. Had the early three from O'Neill and trying to get a big upset on the road. 5-16 3A team going against a 12-10 4A team. Catch and shoot. O'Neill rattles home another. Hot start for Aiden O'Neill. He's got 8. All 8 of the Railroaders' points. Waits puts it on the deck. The shot fake. No. Off the side of the backboard. Here comes Kaufman into the paint. Tries to stay with it, but loses the ball. Pearson comes the other way. Moore looking for space. There's not a lot there. He'll find Malik Moore. Oh, good separation. Omarion waits, and the foul. A chance at 3 for Omarion.
23, waits. Foul number 30, his first, team second.
Jake Gagne called for the foul. That's 2 early fouls on the Railroaders. Max Goheen and Andrew Upton will check into the game. Those are 2 guys that you're used to seeing on the floor. Goheen, the second leading scorer for these Legends. Oh, wait a second. Upton was in the wrong square, and Moore just pushed him out. That was Malik Moore who did that. I was just to say, dude, what are you doing? Can't be there. Doesn't distract Waits. Carter Kaufman will come across the timeline for the Railroaders. Of course, you'll see a Railroad theme if you ever go inside Garrett's gym. Lots of Railroad signs. Signs from Union Pacific, Amtrak. Oh, nearly a takeaway by Malik Moore, but wide open. Isaiah King for the flush. And the Railroaders off to a hot start at By-Hay. They're looking to close out their regular season with back-to-back road wins. This game's far from over, but this is the kind of start they could use if they want to come away with a win here. Off-balance 3, Moore in and out. He's 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. And Logan Traylor telling his guys, settle down. They've settled into it so far. They've got the momentum, but they want to keep it on their side. A little fake there by O'Neal. Loose ball, out of bounds. And it's out off the Legends. Carter Kaufman will feed it in for the Railroaders. Hippensteel for 3, no good. And Malik Moore with a good, strong rebound for the Legends. Now, he's a wide receiver on the football field, and you see that catching ability right there on the basketball court. Upton wants to drive, slows it down with Hippensteel right on him. Max Goheen for 3, short. There's Malik Moore for the board. Upton able to put it home.
2 for number 3, Upton.
And Andrew Upton on the board. Well, second chance opportunity that he takes advantage of. We're down to 3 minutes left in this first quarter. King wants a 3 ball. It's not there. Here's Moore. He's still looking to get it going. Of course, a great player can get it going at just about any moment. Upton had the ball poked away. And they're going to let him dribble it out as the ball looked like it was poked out of his hands from here. As we've got inside 3 minutes to go. Moore guarded by King. He puts it on the deck. Tough shot, comes up short. Jake Gagne with the board. O'Neal able to recover. He almost turned it over. King somehow left it off, but O'Neal left it short. They've got Moore down the floor, but right now it's Goheen. That's stripped away. That's going to be Northside basketball. Ari Hippensteel was out of bounds when he touched the ball, so this will stay with the Legends. The lob, Malik Moore, no. Putback doesn't go either. He went for iron and didn't get it. Either that or he was going for glass and got iron instead. But that shot doesn't fall for Carter Kaufman. He's still scoreless so far. Goheen comes up short. And that's Hippensteel with the board. Northside has had some opportunities to close this gap and maybe even take the lead. They get a couple shots to fall, but they haven't fallen. Can Garrett take advantage? Little backdoor cut by Gagne. O'Neal couldn't get it to him. That would have been a deep three from Hippensteel, and he traveled. I thought they were going to call a foul on Goheen, but that's not the case. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have time to look at the replay because we're almost back to live ball action. I'm not sure Goheen didn't shuffle his feet after catching the inbound. Malik Moore sets the screen. Camry Charlton, the junior, is in the ball game for Northside. Moore had the look, doesn't have three. Carter Kaufman with the board for Garrett. And the Railroaders holding on to this three-point lead. They're holding on to it by a thread. Northside's had some opportunities to close this gap. That's either going out of bounds or over and back. Well, Logan Traylor's the first to touch it, but it was out of bounds by the time he got it. Inbound to Moore. He'll fake the three. He's got Charlton down low. Couldn't quite get it to him. Gagne was on him. Now he gets it to him. Looks like Garrett's in a bit of a zone defense. They'll check into the man-to-man. Turnaround jumper. Upton comes up short. Not the easiest look in the world, but another chance to score. Goes by the wayside, and King makes him pay on the other end. I think the announcement there was 2 hangs, 1 game for Isaiah King from our PA announcer. As Goheen swings it over to Charlton. Andrew Upton wants a 3-ball. He's got it. And the Legends have their first triple of this game. That's 5 points for Andrew Upton, but 10 seconds left. Garrett can hold for the final shot. We're down to 6. 4 seconds. King in traffic. He's fouled. Was it on the shot? Camry Charlton called for the foul, and they're going to say that it was on the shot. So Isaiah King will go to the free throw line. And he rattles home the first one. There's still 2 seconds on the clock, which does make things a little bit interesting for Northside, or potentially for Garrett if they get an offensive rebound. Batted in the air, they get one, but they're going to run out of time. That extra pass cost them tenths of a second, but Garrett does lead at 13-10 at the end of 1. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Back for the second quarter after this.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Well, a good start to this game for the Garrett Railroaders. They are up 13-10 as we go to the second quarter here at By-Hay Arena. Garrett with back-to-back road games to close out their regular season. They did just play DeKalb back this past Friday. That was a 57-46 loss, and that is who the Railroaders will play in the first round of sectionals. And that sectional game will be this coming Tuesday. I should say a week from Tuesday, since we are a full week away from that Tuesday when that game will take place. Aiden O'Neal had a hot start, 8 points already in this game. He had the first 8 points of the game. Isaiah King has the last 5. And here goes O'Neal on the attack. I thought he was grabbed. They're going to call a travel. Logan Traylor is pleading for a travel call, and I think he's got a good argument. I'm sorry, I should say he's pleading for a foul call. Instead, it's a travel call, but I thought there was a foul. I thought that O'Neal was grabbed on his way up, but that's not how it's called. 7:35 left to go in this first half. Northside has had some opportunities to close the gap. This 3-point deficit is the closest it's been since the first basket of the game. Omarion waits with the offensive board. Goheen, pull up, short. And the Railroaders get another stop in a one-score game. Aiden O'Neal with the board. This is Gabe Armstrong back in for the Railroaders. He wears number 13. And he gets it to King. King's going to fire the 3. It is short. Tapped out by Carter Kaufman. And Armstrong couldn't connect. That comes down to Charlton. Waits. Swings it outside. Upton fakes. Step back 3. Short. And a foul over the back. That's going on Charlton. Or is it? Oh, no. They called it on Kaufman. It sure looked like Charlton went over the back. Now, sometimes a bigger man goes up over a smaller man. He may have been pushed from underneath. That does happen. But right now it is Northside basketball. Charlton open for just long enough to score it. And Camry's on the board. This is the closest this game has been since Garrett got their first points, going up 3-0. As Gabe Armstrong looks inside. That ball gets loose. Goheen with the takeaway. He swings it cross court. Sebastian Moore, the floater. And that'll give Northside the lead. Garrett wants a timeout. It's the first timeout used so far in this game. We'll take a look at a couple of replays. Those replays are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. This is good ball movement as Camry Charlton comes open on the block. Goheen with a good find. And the Legends get it down to a 1-point game. And then for the first time in this game, they take the lead. Coming straight off a turnover. Yeah, there's where the turnover happened. You see Max Goheen get his hand in the cookie jar. And then Sebastian Moore, you cannot lose him. That's a 16-point-per-game scorer. And he just got an easy deuce down the baseline. He'd been scoreless up until that bucket, but you know, sometimes it just takes a moment for a guy to get himself going. And as I skimmed through the replay where that foul was called, there might not have been much on Camry Charlton. I think it was more of a back in on the part of Kaufman. Here comes Goheen, and Moore will lay it in on the other end.
2 more for Moore.
Back-to-back bucket, Sebastian Moore. 5:47 to go, and Goheen going for the takeaway. He gets the foul instead.
Foul number 2, his first, team's first.
Right now it's a 6-0 run by the Legends to open this second quarter, as Gabe Armstrong will inbound to Carter Kaufman. Little shot fake. O'Neal has it tipped. They get it to King. King almost lost the ball. He's got weights on him. Kaufman off balance, in and out. Knocked away, out of bounds, off of Northside. Garrett will keep the ball with 5:20 left. It will be Carter Kaufman inbound. He is scoreless so far in this ball game, but he's the second leading scorer on these Railroaders. It's a catch and shoot for O'Neal. His 3 won't fall. That's Moore who rips it away. The feed to Waits. Extra pass, Camry Charlton. tries to keep it alive. And somehow Armstrong recovered that with very little room. O'Neal into the paint. Goes up with the shot but can't finish. Max Goheen, the little guy, coming in amongst the trees. And Waits able to finish on the other end. Great finish by Waits, but how about Max Goheen going out for that board amongst the trees? Armstrong outside O'Neal. An 8-0 run by the Legends early on in this second quarter, and that three doesn't fall. The drought continues for Garrett. Now, obviously, Shabazz Khalik has had a very good coaching career overall. Never easy to take over a new program, but when you take over a program that has a lot of talent, it can help you a whole lot, as there's Camry Charlton with a tip-in bucket. That's 4 for Camry so far in this ball game. Wyatt King. Check that Isaiah King. They do have Wyatt Hefty on the roster, who also plays football here at Garrett. Pull-up jumper King. No. Goheen has it. Here's Moore. Goheen will fire. Misses the three. Aiden O'Neal's right there for the board. Northside has outscored Garrett 10-0 this second quarter. Can the Railroaders snap the drought? King swings it over to Kaufman. Kaufman tries to spin around. In and out. Out of bounds, Northside ball. Aiden O'Neal, who had the hot hand early on, had a great look there, but it just wouldn't fall. That is a tough break. That kind of sums up how this quarter has gone for the Railroaders. Sebastian Moore with it for the Legends. 3 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Omarion Waits calling for it. Railroaders in a 1-3-1 zone. And they go back outside to Sebastian Moore. Tipped away. Aiden Reed created the turnover. King puts it on the deck and draws the foul. And he'll have a chance to get Garrett their first points of this quarter at the free throw line.
Foul number 1, his second, team second.
Second team foul on Northside, and that one goes on Camry Charlton. .237 left to go this second quarter. And the Railroaders finally cracked the scoreboard here in the second. Isaiah King with 6 points total. They still don't have a make from the field. But right now, King's more focused on trying to knock down this free throw. He missed it. And Malik Moore with a very easy rebound. If you watch Malik play football, you know he can win those one-on-one matchups. He had nobody near him when the ball came to him. Right now, Moore's in the middle of that zone. Of course, it's hard to get in the middle of a 1-3-1 zone, but Moore is doing what he can to get open. Tried to zip it inside to Waits. It's knocked away, but Sebastian Moore scoops it up and scores. Corner three won't fall. And the rebound right back to King, and he puts it in. First field goal this quarter for the Railroaders. And is that zone going to make an impact? Moore almost threw it away. Malik was right there. Upton's three is good. Will they count the three? Yes, they will. They're going to count the three for Andrew Upton.
Foul number 23.
They call the foul on Waits as he was going for a potential rebound attempt. So it is on Northside, but it was after the ball was in the air. That's Andrew Upton's second three of this game, and I do believe he's the only player with a three in this game for Northside. Wide open under the basket. No foul call. There's the foul. Dawson Hedges takes the shot. And I think that's Gohin on the deck.
Foul number 23, his second.
Omarion Waits called for the foul. That's the fourth team foul on Northside. Waits is second. So Dawson Hedges will go to the free throw line. Four team fouls on Northside, only one against Garrett. But boy, the Railroaders had their struggles from the free throw line. You see it there from Hedges. Minute 32 left in this ballgame. This 9-point lead is the largest lead the Legends have had. Little long on the free throw, and nearly a second chance there for Aiden O'Neal. But the Legends come up with it instead. Looks like they're in a 3-2 zone now. They went 1-3-1 the last few possessions, trying to slow down the Legends' momentum. Moore had that one tipped, but Upton's there. Goheen calling for it. Upton fires the three. It's good. Andrew Upton lighting it up from beyond the arc. That's his third triple of the night. Baseline drive, corner three, no good. And Moore gets out ahead of the pack. One-on-one, that won't spin home. Camden Masick, the board and the takeaway on the other end by Charlton. Moore's three doesn't fall. He's had trouble getting those to fall. His team does lead by 12, but here come the Railroaders with 34 seconds. Goheen knocks that one out of bounds, and the Railroaders keep possession. Logan Traylor will send some subs to the scorer's table. That's Carter Kaufman and Isaiah King. Camden Masick and Dawson Hedges will get a breather. Inbound to Kaufman. .25 seconds. O'Neal one-on-one, just chucked it up off the glass. And Moore's out ahead of the pack, had trouble with the pass. Upton's got it, and he scores. Andrew Upton says, I got your back, Sebastian. Down to 6 seconds. Fouled on the shot as Carter Kaufman is going to head to the line with 1.7 on the clock. They call it on Upton. That's the fifth team foul against the Legends. Kaufman able to hit his first one. He'll get one more. Ramon Pearson is checked back in. Kaufman goes 2 for 2. There's only 1.7 seconds left on the clock. That dribble just cost you precious time. And the three almost went. Pearson was so close to knocking that down. I'd say you only see that once in a blue moon, but I think you actually see stuff like that pretty often. Now, I do think that Pearson didn't really help himself by dribbling. And with 1.7 seconds, you got time for one dribble. And he did get the shot off, as I recall, but so close. As you see it there on the replay, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. So close to knocking that one in. But a good response there in the second quarter for the Legends as they lead at 30-18. They were down by 3 coming into the second quarter, and they outscored Garrett 20-5 in the second. Right now, it's time to get a few words from our sponsors. It's because of our sponsors that we're able to do all the games that we do here on SummitCitySports.com. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. It is halftime here at By-Hay Arena, and the Legends with a good response in the second quarter. They lead 30-18 after being down 13-10 at the end of the first quarter. We're back after this pause here on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Checking in on a couple scores around the area. Blackhawk Christian was down 26-25, but Drake Sefton just hit one free throw to tie it at 26. That game's in the third quarter, so Leo has come to play over at Blackhawk Christian School today. Braves do have the better record going into that game. He missed the second free throw, so it remains tied at 26 all. Got some other games to check in on in the area. Belmont versus Bishop Dwenger. That had Belmont up big early on in the game, but then Dwenger came back to eventually take the lead. See where the game is right now. Right now they're in the third quarter, and Dwenger has the lead, but it's a 1-point lead, 48-47. Good one over there at Bishop Dwenger. And that'd be the end of the third quarter as the Braves just tried a little baseball-style shot to end the quarter. So it remains 48-47 going into the fourth quarter. And the other game checking in on is Carroll versus Norwell. Carroll's got the lead still, 40-33 the score over there at the Castle in Ossian, Indiana. But the Chargers did just turn it over as I check in on that ball game. Time to get a few more words in from our sponsors. It's because of our sponsors that we're able to bring you these broadcasts of high school sports that we bring you here on SummitCitySports.com. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you are facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Well, it's time to go ahead and read off the first half scoring leaders for you. First for the visitors from Garrett High School. Isaiah King and Aiden O'Neill are the leading scorers with 8 points apiece. Carter Kaufman has 2, those two coming from the free throw line. And the Railroaders only had one make from the field in that whole second quarter. They'll look to get that going in the other direction in the third. Northside was led in scoring by Andrew Upton. He's got 30 points. Sebastian Moore has 6, all 6 coming in that second quarter. 5 for Amarion Waits and 4 for Camry Charlton. And those are the scoring leaders for this first half between the Garrett Railroaders and the Northside Legends. Time to get another couple words in from our sponsors. Again, it is because of our sponsors that we get to bring you these broadcasts of high school sports. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. We've got about 5 minutes until the second half gets underway here at By Hay Arena. I'll be back after this next break. You're watching high school boys basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, here at By Hay Arena, it's Northside up 30-18 over Garrett. Do want to update you on what we got coming up in this coming week here on SummitCitySports.com. We will have some more MVP basketball coming your way tomorrow from Hoosier Gym. About 6:30 p.m. It'll be Memorial Park versus St. Vincent. And at about 7:30, it looks like, we'll have Woodside versus St. Charles. Woodside, not to be confused with Woodland. Woodside is part of the Southwest Allen County Schools District, the same district that Homestead High School is a part of. They'll be taking on St. Charles. I believe that's St. Charles Borromeo, which is not affiliated with Snyder High School, but is very close to Snyder High School, essentially right across the street from it and right down the street from Lane Middle School here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. That'll be at Hoosier Gym down in Knightstown, Indiana, the site where they filmed the movie Hoosiers. And it looks like we got Jaron Matheny on the call for that. I'm sure he'll have a fun time down there in Knightstown. Great place to broadcast from. Brings back a lot of memories, especially if you saw the movie Hoosiers. We also bring you Indiana Tech basketball, and we've got Indiana Tech basketball coming up the next couple of days. Indiana Tech will host Cornerstone tomorrow at 6 p.m. with Jeff Mahoney on the call. That's women's basketball. And then the Warriors will host Cornerstone again on Thursday in men's basketball. Again, Jeff will be on the call for that. Thursday we got Northrop versus Blackhawk Christian. Jaron Matheny's on the call over there. And we also got Southside versus New Haven. Tim Atkinson's on the call for that game. We'll have Jay County at Belmont, and Tim will be on the call for that as well. That's on Friday, by the way. And also on Friday, we've got Wawasee at East Noble. And again, Steve Orth is on the call along with Caden Linder for that. More action coming up Friday. We've got St. Francis at Indiana Tech softball at 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. That's doubleheader action. And the WAC women's basketball tournament at 6 p.m., which Indiana Tech will be a part of. At 2 p.m., Indiana Tech lacrosse takes on Missouri Baptist. At 1 p.m., Indiana Tech men's volleyball takes on Aquinas. And we're planning to have the the WAC Conference men's tournament at 1 p.m. for basketball on Saturday. Also on Saturday, men's volleyball from Indiana Tech as they take on Cornerstone. That'll be Joe Northern on the call over there. That's what we got coming up for you this week here on SummitCitySports.com, and we got about a minute and a half until this game resumes again. We'll be back in the next 40 seconds. You're watching high school boys basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, welcome back to By Hay Arena. We got about 30 seconds left until this game gets underway again, getting ready for the third quarter here at By Hay. One more word from our sponsors and maybe even a second extra word from our sponsors. Here we go. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. And the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. It's a 12-point lead for Northside. Their largest lead has been 14. Struggled early on in the ball game, but they've started to find their shot recently. Had some opportunities to turn defense into offense. They've scored in transition. Now, Garrett did play a lot of that 1-3-1 zone and even a little 3-2 zone in that second quarter. Late in that second quarter, they went to that to try and slow down Northside's dribble penetration. We'll see if they go to that to start the third quarter. Teams will switch sides, and it looks like it will be Legends basketball. Start the second quarter. Sebastian Moore will inbound. They'll get it into Max Goheen. Max Goheen, normally a starter, not starting tonight with it being senior night. Moore feeds it to Upton in the corner. Upton had a great first half, 13 points total. Goheen fires a three, and it goes.
3 for 2, Goheen.
Max Goheen, his first triple of the night. And he's on the board for the first time tonight. Almost got a takeaway. Here comes Armstrong. Puts it in off the glass. Nice move. Gabe Armstrong. And Gabe Armstrong's on the board for the first time. Waits wanted glass, and it didn't fall. Carter Kaufman comes across the timeline. He's been held scoreless aside from those 2 free throws late in the second quarter. The feed inside. King gets it to fall. That's back-to-back buckets for the Railroaders. Isaiah King into double figures. He's got 10, and we're going to get a foul on Carter Kaufman. It'll go as the first foul this quarter on either team. Remember, the fouls reset at the end of each quarter, not just at the end of each half anymore, but at the end of each quarter. Garrett is in the man-to-man as Moore feeds it to Goheen. He almost wasn't ready for it. He'll pull up for the mid-ranger, and that's not there. Here goes King. One man near him, not going to catch him. Isaiah King with the finger roll. He's got 12 points, and it's a 6-0 run. Moore able to answer with a long 2. King slows down and loses the ball. Waits, looking for Malik Moore, and he threw it away right to King. Moore ended up in the student section for a moment. Good thing he's back up on his feet as King drives and gets fouled by Waits.
Foul number 23, his third, team's first.
.557 as King hits the first free throw. King having a really solid quarter so far. He's got 13 points. Leads all Garrett scorers. Right now he's trying to engineer a comeback.
He sinks his second.
And I don't believe Garrett's been stopped since the third quarter began. Goheen, a nice crossover. He's fouled. It's on the floor.
Foul number 30, his second, team's
Jake Gagne called for the foul. .547 left, and Goheen finds Waits. Waits the shot fake. Missed it, but he's fouled. Boy, Shabazz Khalik was not happy that that didn't go in. He wanted the three-point play, and it was a good look, too. Just didn't spin in as Logan Traylor is going to call on a sub. That's Aiden Reed. And Omarion Waits is true from the line. We'll get one more attempt. Jake Gagne takes a breather. Waits rattles that one home. He's 2 for 2. So far, Garrett scored on every possession this quarter. Carter Kaufman across the timeline. Northside's in a man-to-man. O'Neal hit 2 early threes. He had 8 first-quarter points. He hasn't scored since. That's a foul on Malik Moore.
Foul number 5.
Second team foul against Northside. And Malik Moore commits his first. Kaufman will look to put it in. Kaufman around the screen, into the paint. Left-hander, it's good. And the Railroaders keeping up the good work on offense. That's Carter Kaufman's first make from the field. The Railroaders struggled from the field in the second quarter. Andrew Upton short. And a chance for the Railroaders to keep cutting into this deficit. Here comes Kaufman. The floater is good. 4 straight points for Carter Kaufman, and it's a 7-point game at By-Hay. Knocked away by Kaufman. Waits went down. The home crowd might be wanting a foul there. The shot won't fall, and finally the Legends get a stop. Sebastian Moore feeds to Upton. Contested 3, it's short. O'Neal comes down with it. Kaufman puts it in. Carter Kaufman. He scored the last 6 Railroaders points. Waits puts it on the deck and puts it in. And boy, do the Legends need that. Nine points from Omarion Waits, and we get a timeout. A 30-second timeout called by the Railroaders. It's the second timeout that they've used in this ball game. Well, I'll go ahead and give you a few looks at some of these replays. The replays brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Right now, Carter Kaufman is getting it going. He's had his struggles in this ball game, but a great player can get it going at any moment. He got that little teardrop to go in transition. And then Kaufman got it back down to a 5-point game. I believe Kaufman has the last 6 points for the Railroaders, including these 2 right here. That was a great pass by Aiden O'Neal, and Kaufman's able to squeeze it home. Legends did answer on the other end with Omarion Waits getting those 2 points. But right now the Railroaders have the momentum, and Logan Traylor trying to keep that momentum on their side. And Kaufman's going to inbound the ball from the sideline. He gets it in. That's Reed. Shot fake, King. Into the paint. Oh, he missed. Looked like he was going up for a jam and then stopped midway. Upton able to finish. 15 points for Andrew Upton. Kaufman able to recover the loose ball, and he's fouled. I think they're going to call that. Oh, I thought they were going to call it on Moore. Instead, they call it on Pearson. Roman Pearson called for his first foul. It's third team foul on the Northside Legends. And Armstrong will inbound to Kaufman. Oh, they swing it inside. Kaufman with the left hand. Back out to Malik Moore. Upton fires a 3. Short. Waits. Count it. And a foul. Omarion Waits. A second chance deuce, and it might be 3. That gives him 11 points for the game as Gagne checks back in. He missed it. Isaiah King has the board. He's had a great game, 14 points. But right now the momentum that Garrett had not too long ago seems to have gone away. We've still got 2:46 left in this quarter. Oh, great job as King gets to the basket. Sebastian Moore goes baseline, swings it out to Upton. Upton with the pull-up, hits a jumper. Andrew Upton continues to have a great ball game. Floater, Kaufman couldn't finish. Pearson had Carter all over him. We've got 2:04 left to play. Sebastian Moore brings it out. Moore on the drive. Upton thought about the 3. Waits the spin move. Left-hander. Omarion Waits. That gives him 13 points for the game. It is senior night, but Omarion Waits, a junior, having himself a ball game. An 11-point lead for the Legends. 1:27 left in this third quarter. Here's Kaufman. Kaufman almost had it knocked away. Just got it over to Reed. Leaner, no good. Blocked, but that's a foul on Moore. Aiden Reed took the shot, and I believe that's Malik's second foul. Some huge free throws coming up for Aiden Reed. We've seen the Railroaders struggle a few times at the line today, but Reed sinks his first one. And Aiden Reed has his first points of the night. Short on the second one, and Camry Charlton pulls it down. Coming up on the final minute. Moore. He's got Reed on him. Moore looks to attack. Up and under. Two more for Sebastian. And Sebastian Moore's up to 10 points for this game. Garrett can hold for the final shot of the third quarter. Hippensteel with the ball. Nice cut there, Kaufman. But he was met by Waits, and still plenty of time for Northside to get something off. But they're going for the quick three. Pearson, no good. That was not the right thing to do, regardless of who's taking it. And the Railroaders score on the other end. That's Hippensteel. And quick down the floor, Moore gets to the cup. Corner three, as the clock expires, doesn't go. Well, the Legends go up by 12 as we go to the fourth quarter. We're back in a minute on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
So I tell the truth all the time, ain't got no sympathy for no. I admit that I'm rich and I'm lit. Jumping up on stages, I get 200 occasions, but I ain't really the game on we make. Shut they trap down. They see how I made it, I'm the reason they won't rap now. See me out in traffic, make a hater pull his head down. Biggie's OG salute me, a stylist can't even style me. The robbers probably wanna get me on hopping out Lamborghinis. The Yankees turn in my city, they try me, I get it cracked. Some of this still would happen if I never started rapping. My people don't stay.
Well, the Northside Legends with a 51-39 lead. We did see Garrett fight back there and go on a little run, get the game down to 5 points. But Northside was able to put together an answer of their own, and they lead it by 12 coming into the fourth quarter. For Northside, this is the last game of their regular season. They will face Northrop in sectionals at Northrop next week. That'll be next Friday in the sectional semifinals. Just a 4-team sectional. Garrett will face DeKalb, and that will be at the DeKalb sectional. That'll be a week from tonight. But they've got one more regular season game after this. It's at West Noble as Carter Kaufman feeds that one to Isaiah King. Back to Kaufman. He'll feed it outside. Hippensteel. Camry Charlton got just enough of that shot, and a foul is called. I think they got Hippensteel for that one.
Foul number 12, his first.
I don't know if you saw it, but it sure looked as though Charlton got a piece of the shot, just enough to alter it, and it will be Northside basketball after the foul. First team foul on Garrett this fourth quarter. Ramon Pearson comes across the timeline for the Legends. Legends looking for their 13th win of the season. They've lost their last 2 coming into tonight. Most recently against Lures and Kokomo over the weekend. Sebastian Moore with 12 points in the ball game. That's a tough shot and a foul. Logan Traylor does not like the call, but they say it was on the shot, and Moore's going to the line.
Foul number 42, his first, team second.
The foul is on Isaiah King. And Sebastian Moore will go to the charity stripe. The Garrett fans expressing their displeasure. They, like Logan Traylor, did not think that that was a foul. Got them both.
Set 6 for the second.
Carter Kaufman started to find his shot there in the third quarter. He's up to 10 points. And only 2 points from the free throw line in the first half. King short on the 3. It might have been blocked. Charlton got out to contest. Moore loses it behind his back. And if that's a jump ball, it's staying with Northside. That is the call indeed. It's at least 2 block shots this game for Camry Charlton. Inbound to Pearson in the corner. Moore puts it on the deck. The dish to Charlton. Moore down the baseline. Somehow gets it off. I think the Railroader fans wanted to walk. The basket goes nonetheless. Foul is called. That's going to be on Pearson. Pearson's got to be careful.
Foul number 12, his second, team's first.
He was definitely frustrated, didn't like the call. You turn to the ref, you got to be careful. Armstrong, the dish. King, too strong. Putback comes up short. Ripped away by Armstrong. He missed it. That's 3 chances in close. And when all's said and done, Isaiah King will go to the line.
Foul number 1, his third.
Those 4 misses around the rim, but Garrett will have a chance to get points out of this possession. They call the foul on Camry Charlton. That's his third.
King makes the shot.
Isaiah King with 17 points. Aiden O'Neal had the hot hand to start this game. He had the first 8 points of the game. He hasn't scored since. King goes 2 for 2. Sebastian Moore on the attack, throws it away. If he was looking for Charlton, that pass was well behind him. King up with the shot and the foul.
2 for 42, King, foul number 1, his fourth.
Camry Charlton called for the foul, and Isaiah King's got 20 points. A chance at a 3-point play here. Still 5:58 left to go. There's plenty of time left on the clock. In and out, but an offensive board. Aiden Reed. Putback is good. That was King.
Timeout, Garrett.
A 4-point possession for Isaiah King. Garrett calls a timeout.
Do so now.
They've got 2 left in the ball game. Well, I've got a chance. I'll go ahead and show you these last couple of replays brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Isaiah King might have gotten his hands in the cookie jar, but that pass from Moore was well behind Charlton. And King with a great look on the inside and also draws the foul. And despite the miss from the free throw line, he's able to get a second chance, and give a lot of credit to Aiden Reed for making that happen.
By the way, guys, I still have that phone. I might be walking in here for 2. Come unlock it. It's yours.
Just a long rebound. Aiden Reed, right place, right time. And a little teardrop from Isaiah King. 22 points for King in this ball game. What a game he has had. And right now his Railroaders down 10, but still just under 6 minutes to play in regulation. So a comeback certainly not out of the realm of possibility. Some games in our area are over. Bishop Dwenger has beaten Belmont 69-60. Carroll has beaten Norwell 60-45. And last I checked, the Leo Blackhawk game was pretty close. Try to check in on the progress of that one. Or if potentially it might be done. Nope, still going. They're in the fourth quarter, and it looks like Blackhawk is leading. They are leading 50-43 in the fourth. Braves going for win number 16. They're at Northrop on Thursday. Omarion Waits has had a good ball game. Step back jumper in the paint. Omarion Waits. Give him 15 points for the night. Armstrong will hand that one back to O'Neal. O'Neal gets by Waits and puts it in. Aiden O'Neal had been quiet since early in the first, but finally he scores. He had the first 8 points of the game, O'Neal did. That's his first bucket since then. I think Logan Traylor wanted the 5-second violation. Waits couldn't finish that time, but he does draw the foul. That's on Aiden O'Neal. Three-team fouls on each squad. And despite that fan shouting out, Omarion Waits was not distracted. He got them both. Carter Kaufman gets by his man, but the reverse doesn't fall. Missed rebound and a foul. Count the basket. Isaiah King.
Foul number 23.
It sounded like Shabazz Khalik was saying to Omarion Waits, you got to grab it. Oh, I thought they were counting the basket. Apparently I misread the signal. I thought that was the signal for count the basket. Apparently instead it was the signal for inbound it right here. King pulls up, air ball. Waits snatches it, almost like he had eyes in the back of his head there. Upton, off glass, too strong. Put back is good. Andrew Upton's great night continues. $19 points for Upton as we approach the halfway point of this quarter. Armstrong slips it into O'Neal. O'Neal, tough shot, short, and Malik Moore makes that rebound look easy. Pearson swings it up top. Sebastian Moore just put it on the deck in time to avoid a travel. Pearson for three. Roman Pearson on senior night, and he got the bench excited. O'Neal, the left-hander. And a takeaway by Carter Kaufman. Logan Traylor calls out the play. King, turnaround, yes.
2 for 42, King.
Isaiah King with 24. Coming up on 3 minutes to play. Waits will set the screen. Moore has it ripped away, and a foul is called. The Garrett fans thought it should have been a jump ball, which would have given Garrett the ball. And I'm not sure they don't have an argument. Aiden Reed's called for the foul. But that looked for all the world like dual possession. In this case, the arrow would have favored Garrett. Stolen on the lob play. It's King. Poked right back by Malik Moore. And Upton will drive. Pulls up and hits the jumper. Andrew Upton will score in the 20s tonight. Give him 21 total right now. A wide open Jake Gagne for three. Omarion waits into traffic. He traveled. That basket's not going to count. And with 2:20 to go, the Railroaders take over. Not a whole lot of time left in the ball game, but if the Railroaders can get a quick bucket here and a stop, they've got a chance to work their way back in this ball game. I believe 15 points is the largest lead Northside has had tonight. Kaufman on the attack. Blocked by Charlton, but a foul. Boy, if you love shot blocking, you'll love Camry Charlton. But that time, the shot blocking attempt turns into a foul. 15th foul on Northside, and Charlton has fouled out of the game. Carter Kaufman
makes the shot.
At the line. He's got one so far, and there's still 2:11 left to play. Only got one, but the putback goes. It's King again, and Garrett's within 9. Sebastian Moore wasting no time at all, and that was halfway down. Moore was fouled on the play, so he'll be going to the line. It is the 15th foul on Garrett. But boy, Sebastian Moore, you know he wanted that one to drop. He does have 16 points for the game. Some little kid in the stand literally just said as Sebastian was shooting, "My grandma shoots better." That's what the kids said. And I don't know who said it, but judging by the voice, it sounded like a really young kid. Well, Moore will get 1 out of 2 there. You think you've heard it all when you come to one of these games. Carter Kaufman inside the paint. Floater comes up short. And Waits does grab the board, and a timeout called by Shabazz Khalik. Boy, Waits, I'll just put it this way, he was holding that ball in a precarious spot. It's a full timeout, so we're just going to go ahead and take a timeout right along with the Legends here on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
We've got inside 2 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter, and right now Northside doesn't need to be in any kind of hurry with this 10-point lead. Most important thing for them is, first of all, protect the basketball, and then number 2, they will have to get the ball across the timeline. They'll have to beat the 10-second clock because the inbound's going to come from their own baseline. Right now there's 1:50 on the game clock. And then should they advance the ball across the timeline, then they can just dribble some time off the clock, move the ball around, and make Garrett think about fouling. Any foul on Garrett would put Northside at the line for double bonus. Not a lot of pressure here. Sebastian Moore does get the ball across the timeline. I think you'd want to bring some pressure there as Waits right through the hands of Moore, but Upton's right there waiting for it. And he wisely passes it out. You don't need that three. And there's the foul as Moore was dribbling around. It's going to go on Kaufman. That's the third personal on Carter Kaufman. And it will send Sebastian Moore to the charity stripe. I beg your pardon. That time he made it. Well, Moore's been distracted by at least one kid at the free throw line tonight. He missed the second one. Scooped up by King. Railroaders got to hurry. They do have a couple of timeouts. But right now they need baskets, and they won't get one there. Omarion Waits with the board. And how about Omarion with the handle? Northside doesn't really need to shoot it here. Just need to take some time off of this clock. Make Garrett think about fouling. Moore swings it to Waits. Waits picks it up and avoids the turnover. We're inside a minute. This is where Northside wants it, down to 55 seconds. Garrett going to need to start fouling here soon. Right now they're going for the jump ball, and they got it. Aiden Reed forces the jump ball, and the arrow does favor Garrett. Railroaders still down 11 with 50.8 to go. And it looks like Waits' night may be done as he heads to the bench. King zips it inside. That's Reed. Reed comes up short. Upton coming the other way. Feeds it to Moore. Moore doesn't really need the points here. Didn't need the turnover either. Kaufman slips it ahead. O'Neal puts it in. Sebastian Moore going super quick. Goes across the court, and a foul is called as Darion Goodwin took the shot. And Darion Goodwin will head to the free throw line. This is the final regular season game for Northside. It's their home finale. Their first sectional game will be a week from Friday against Northrop, and it will be at Northrop. Goodwin couldn't bank that one home. 19.3 seconds. Garrett doesn't necessarily need a three, but if they get a quick one, they make it a two-score game. Goodwin got the second one. Kaufman, step back jumper, smooth stroke. But Northside just needs to advance the ball, and they do. Moore doesn't need those 2 points. He'll get them anyway. And that's the end of the ball game.
71 for Legends. Railroaders 61. Folks, look around you. Please look for any.
Sebastian Moore does get to 20 points for the night, but more importantly, the Legends are your winner. 71-61 over the Garrett Railroaders. Garrett came to play tonight, there's no doubt about that, but in the second quarter, that's where Northside really started to turn things on and get momentum back in their favor. They held the Railroaders to just one make from the field in that whole quarter. 5 points total in that quarter. And Northside continued to lead all the way through. They win this one 71-61. It's time to recognize our Parkview Sports Medicine players of the game, and tonight those players are Andrew Upton with 21 points, Sebastian Moore with 20, and Omarion Waits with 17. Upton, Moore, and Waits are your PSM players of the game. And that's going to do it from By-Hay Arena here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. For my cameraman Cole Whelan, this is Thad Goff saying so long from Northside High School. Once again, the Legends win 71-61. You've been watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, We were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.